in 2025.
Cord.
Right, okay, Penny Sewell.
Yeah, I know.
Or you're paying. Right, and eventually it's going to be Aiden Hutchinson. It's going
got
in
Ford.
this draft. You've got Kirby Joseph. You've got some other guys that.
But it's not going to be that much less than the franchise anyway, because he'll be one of the, he'll be a really good quarterback. Because if you're going to want to redo him, and he's really good, he's going to want close to that money anyway. Right?
That's why you do it.
I got it. I got Kelly Circle because we haven't been there in 2 weeks. So I figured.
Works for me.
Starting route to 4386 Kelly Circle Drive.
Him on my payroll for 2028. It makes no sense to me.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that
fine.
out.
I'm just at that point.
All right.
All right. Where do you go after that?
248-539-9797.
Hey, when it comes to treatment for joint pain, what sets Strength Orthopedics apart? It starts with Dr. Fleischman, Michigan's top hip and knee robotic joint replacement specialist. If pain is preventing you from doing the things that you love, you got to go see my friends at Strength Orthopedics. They offer affordable, minimally invasive treatment for joint pain, as well as robotic hip and knee replacement. Here's what a patient named Henry had to say about his experience at Strength Orthopedics. I was in extreme pain and there was no longer any relief from medications or physical therapy. Dr. Fleischman performed a total hip replacement on my left hip. The results, night and day, amazing. Harry also said that he felt Dr. Fleischman and his team really cared about him as an individual and the process, and they made him feel comfortable and welcome. Take it from Harry and many other satisfied patients that I've shared with you. Start living pain-free. Call Strength Orthopedics at 855-STRENGTH or schedule online at strength.org. That's 855-STRENGTH or strength.org. Strength Orthopedics is committed to you.
97.1
Plug the SIM so I use it as my GPS so I could use it as my lab.
Brought to you by Nika IBEW LMCC. In Detroit, a crash on eastbound I-96 at Grand River blocking the left lane. In Roseville, seeing slowdowns on westbound I-94 from 14 Mile to I-696. That right lane is closed for road work starting at 12 Mile. And in Ann Arbor, eastbound I-94 still closed for a collision at M14. Drivers can exit to Jackson Road. Put the expertise and skill of Nika signatory contractors and IBEW electricians to work on your commercial, public, industrial, or residential construction project. Productivity and innovation matter. Learn more at poweringmichigansfuture.com. I'm Julia Deal with traffic.
Unparalleled insight and opinions for all of the weekend NFL action. Kick off with Boomer and Valenti Sunday mornings at 9 on 97.1 The Ticket.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Paulson's Audio and Video.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Tampa Bay, Tennessee hold tenuous division leads. Brady's Bucks look tired as the Falcons and Panthers lurk a game behind. With Atlanta now turning to rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder. Carolina facing a tough schedule. I do think the Bucks will hang on. After upsetting Tennessee, Jacksonville is also a contender. If Team Trevor can get past the Jets and the Cowboys, boy, that's a big if. I doubt they make it. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you, saving you hundreds, even thousands with Inflation Buster. For example, if you lock a 7% rate today, you'll only pay 6% for a year. That means more road trips, more date nights, more front row seats every month for a year. And your rate is secured for 30 years. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. More home upgrades, more rainy day funds, more cash in your pocket. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Call 8337-ROCKET today or visit inflationbuster.com to start saving. That's 8337-ROCKET or go to inflationbuster.com.
For discovery rate like date requirements and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com. Call 1-8337-ROCKET. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLS Consumer Access. Number 3030.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Why? Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back if your first bet doesn't win. Just sign up with promo code WOJO. You can bet your favorite team, bet a money line, bet your favorite player to go over or under a certain amount of yards. Whatever you wish. It's an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. Sign up today with promo code WOJO for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment matter more this season with FanDuel, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. First online real money wager only. Refund issued non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Southfield wants to help make your holiday season a little brighter by offering employee pricing to everyone on the Ram 1500 Bighorn now through the end of the year. During the Big Finish sales event, you can get into a new 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn starting at only $239 a month. With over 500 in stock for incoming vehicles, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle for your needs at Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Southfield. Visit us online at ChryslerDodgeJeepRamofSouthfield.com. Happy holidays.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Odyssey is your new home for all the audio that matters to you. Download the Odyssey app today. Powered by Gowling Auto Group. Experience the Gowling difference at Gowling.com. Sports betting updates for pivotal games as they happen live. Get the latest on in-game prop bets, DFS, and more. Bet MGM tonight, weeknights 7 till 11 on the Bet 1270 and the Odyssey app. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
To extend or not extend? That is the question. We're talking about Jared Goff, ladies and gentlemen. 248-539-9797. Obviously, this season, based just on this season, he's one of the top 10 quarterbacks playing in the National Football League right now, based on this season. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback, okay, but not this year. So far, still a little ways to go. 4 more games for teams in the National Football League. And then John, talked about you want to extend him. And yeah, I extend him a couple years, but I'm not extending him to 2028. I think that makes no sense. All right, let's go to some ticket text here. Is John drinking Coppercraft at 6:45 a.m.? Goff until 2027 makes me sick to my stomach. Well, I don't know about John, but we know Gator likes it. Coppercraft.
So my response to that is, it may not be ideal, but where are you going to go find your next quarterback, and how are you going to get him? If you can answer that question, then yeah, you don't extend him, because it's, do you think you're going to be in position to get Bryce Young this year, if that's your guy? Okay, no. Do you think and now you don't have the Rams pick next year, you've only got yours, and if you're the team that's, even if they're 9, 10, 11, whatever it is, you're going to be picking 16 to 20. Do you think you're going to be able to get Caleb Williams, Drake May, any of those guys?
No, but I haven't looked to see who's the free agent quarterbacks out there. I don't know. But I don't want to extend until 2028. You can extend it for a couple of years, and that's fine, and have the opt-out. Just pushed it up, and as Gov suggested, you give him a $10 million pay raise.
So are you okay to go to 26 then? 4 years from now?
That's what I think.
Yeah,
let's kick everything down the road. Give him $5 million a year in the next 2 years extra. That's his incentive. As long as he's getting $10 million more, you give us the same out in 2 years. Yeah. And then, but the option's there to go for him to get the $30 million and another $10 million for 2 more years. In 25 and 26.
Right, and if he's really good the next 2 years, then you'll want to pay him.
Exactly.
And here's a win-win. Well, and here's the other thing about Jared Goff is, I think we would both agree that he's a smart guy. Yeah. And if he understands, like we are realizing, he needs a lot of weapons around him. And every quarterback's going to be better with good weapons around him. And protection. He's one of the most well-protected quarterbacks.
Yes.
Only, 17 sacks so far this year?
Yeah.
You've got to be able to pay your offensive
turn
line
left.
and some other weapons. Is he going to be willing to not demand elite quarterback money? Not that he would be able to get elite quarterback money, but make sure that he leaves enough on the table for, the supporting cast.
Don't know him personally. We just talked to him a couple of times. I think he would be of that mindset. He doesn't seem, and look, everybody, money, we don't know people. Doesn't seem to be a guy who's just out for the buck, so to speak. I think he'd like to have that security. Let's talk to Marcus at East Point. You're 97 on the ticket.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
At the light, turn left onto
my
South
my
Commerce
biggest
Road.
issue with Stoney's segment is I guess it's the unknown, but how do you get somebody better? Quarterbacks don't change.
You had your turn blinker on
very
with your
often in
ring.
free agency. And when they do, they rarely turn out to be better for the next team. Brady being the
In
exception,
3/4
but
of a
look
mile,
what they're going
turn left
through
onto
2
Kelsey
years
Bar
later.
Drive.
Correct. But let me ask you this, Marcus. Look, I like Goff. I mean, in keeping him till 25 or 26, if he plays like he's playing now, I'm okay with it. I just don't think you need to tie down your team to a quarterback for 6 more years right now.
Well, I don't think it needs to be 6 years either, but
Okay,
a
yeah.
2-year extension with an extra 5 to 10 million on it. I mean, at the end of the day, like I've been hearing you guys say for the last 3-4 days, if you sign a guy now, he's much cheaper 4 years from now if he turns out to be what you need him to be. And I'm not a big, huge Jared Goff fan either, but I'm a huge football fan, and I realize that there's a lot of, I don't want to say bad quarterbacks because I'm a guy sitting in a truck, driving a truck, but there's a lot of bad quarterbacks starting
Turn left
on
onto
teams
Kelsey
in the NFL.
Bar
And some of them
Drive.
are actually
Then
winning.
turn right onto Kelly Circle
So we have a
Drive.
guy that we have, and everybody thinks he's got weapons. I don't know about all the weapons that everybody thinks he has. Maybe they're developing, but
I think this is
they're not
it.
weapons
This is
yet.
healthy
I think
farm.
the weapons
so
we're talking about is more the
we
protection.
found it.
Goff is 13th in active QBR leaders. Stoney thinks he's some sort of bum. Compare his stats to Stafford. I didn't say he was a bum at all.
No,
I
and-
basically said he's a Pro Bowl quarterback this year. Go through the list of Lions quarterbacks just in my lifetime of 40 years. I can name a bunch of clowns. They were all clowns except Stafford. You lock up Goff. You're not even a real Lions fan, so I wouldn't expect you to understand, Stoney. Oh, yeah, right, a-hole. I'm not a real Lion. Yeah, you know what the hell you're
Turn
talking
right
about.
onto Kelly Circle
Both the Bears.
Drive.
What's his
I
name?
didn't
The
say
destination
I
is
did
on your
find the
right.
stat that I saw yesterday. It was from Dave Burkett. Had tweeted it. It's Jared Goff needs 232 passing yards Sunday to reach 25K for his career. If he gets it, he's going to tie Peyton Manning and Kurt Warner 97 games as the 3rd fastest player ever to the milestone.
Pretty impressive. Aren't you surprised he did that ahead of Stafford? I guess it was the 2 Stafford early years where he didn't
The
pile up
destination is on
numbers
your
because of the
right.
injuries.
4386 Kelly
exactly.
Circle Drive.
Stats like that are those are pickers and choosers.
No, yes, but the numbers are there. All right, so you can take and make out of
got
it
it.
whatever you want. And I think people are looking at
save
Jared
photos.
Goff as the guy that just was absolutely ruined
Where's
by
that?
McVay. At the
Open.
end, they gave him a contract. If they got to the
Where's-
Super Bowl, McVay had buyer's remorse and just went out
Here.
and ruined his quarterback. And then
Well, he
said,
scapegoated.
right, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and Jared Goff right now, wouldn't you say, has gone through a 18-month rehab program?
Yes, absolutely.
To get
I'll
to
also
where he
say
is
this:
now?
I don't think Matthew Stafford's better than him, but I think the difference is very small. And so look at the money.
248-539-9797. Take more of your phone calls,
Real
your
quick.
texts, and you won't want to miss what Skylar Decker had to say. 97.1.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always
Thank you.
live on the free Odyssey app. Sports headlines. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio. This is
Got it.
97.1.
All right, let's roll.
Ticket.
We're brought to you by Mother One.
Let's see where we're-
Fall. Their
let's see where
fourth
to
straight
next.
loss. They get beat by Minnesota 4-1. Elmer Soderblom with his 3rd for the goal scoring.
Right.
Philip Veronico left the game with an injury after a
Vaughn.
questionable hit. He did not return. Dylan Larkin did not play and is still waiting to see a hand specialist. after getting injured in Tuesday night's game. Pistons beat Charlotte in overtime 141-134. Killian Hayes with 25. Alec Burks with 27 off the bench. Tigers sign a pitcher, 31-year-old right-hander Michael Lorenzen signs for 1 year, $8.5 million. In 18 starts for the Angels last year, he had a 4.24 ERA. Lions in New York against the Jets on Sunday, 7-6 Jets and 6-7 Lions. Game rated around even by most odds makers. Niners and Seahawks in Seattle tonight. At the ticket update desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you, Jeff. 248-539-9797. Some more ticket texts on the Jared Goff conversation, not extending him. What are we doing here? Franchise tag him when he's up and go year by year. I agree with Stoney for once. Stoney keeps saying, I understand. I don't think he does. No, I do understand. I just don't want him here till 2028 under contract.
It's the conundrum that you have with a quarterback that is producing, hasn't gotten you to the playoffs or a playoff win, and hasn't done the whole, get you to the Super Bowl here. So you're trying to figure out, can he do it here? Is he the guy that you want to commit to do it here? And if not, again, the conundrum is, where do you then go for the guy that can?
Right. We don't, which is the unknown. Who knows?
Right, it's the unknown.
4 years. It could be Dante Moore. I don't know.
The problem with the franchise tag is the timing. If you pay him the tag, it's top 5 quarterback money. So, like we said, minimum $40 million in that season. That's 2025, and you have guys like St. Brown and Sewell that you got to pay at that time.
But
you can't pay everybody.
I know, we don't know what the cap's going to go
To me, it's just like, try to give them a little something. Try to kick this a little farther down the road.
Yeah,
and,
I agree.
And then tinker with and see if you can find the next guy.
I do think they're in a position this year with these 5 picks, in the top 3 rounds, that if there's somebody that they like at quarterback, this is where you got to take the shot. That's what the Eagles did. Yeah, they paid off. Most times they don't pay off.
That's the gamble.
But I wouldn't hold it against Brad Holmes probably with their last 2nd round pick or their only 3rd round pick to take the staff.
No, I totally agree. To John's point, who can we get that is better? It is. It's the unknown. But for right now, the next couple of years, I'm more than fine with Jared Goff. It's down the road. Is he better than Tua or Tannehill?
Oh, definitely better than Tannehill.
Definitely better than Tannehill.
And I would
Tua's going through a rough stretch right now.
Yeah.
But he's doing it against, I believe, really good defenses. One was San Francisco, and the other was the Chargers, I believe, was. They had a pretty good defense too. You extend him for 3 years, and that's it. That's fine. That puts him to 26, right?
Yeah, because he's under contract for next year. So, 26. I mean, 26 seems more realistic.
Yeah.
I get that and see what he does. And at that time, if you want to extend him more, if things are going well, then great. Or if you don't have, a succession plan in place.
Mm-hmm. Let's say hello to Drake. You're 97 The Ticket. What's up, Drake?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Hey, so, you guys kind of just hit on it, but, it's very frustrating to sit here and listen to you guys talk. Like, if we can't get a quarterback picked within the top 5 picks, within the first 5 picks of the draft, it's not worth doing. It's like, you know how many Super Bowl winning quarterbacks were picked within the first 5 picks of the draft? Under 10. Under 5 Super Bowl winning quarterbacks were the first overall pick in the draft. If we can get Hendon Hooker and after the first day, or a quarterback of that ilk, and sit them behind Goff for a year or 2 years, that's the move. I just don't like this narrative of Bryce Young's the only gem in the draft. If we can't get him, we're stuck with Jared Goff. There's more options out there.
So you would have rather have had them take, let's say, Malik Willis in the 3rd round last year then, right? Something like that?
I wasn't a big fan of him. But,
okay, but somebody that ilk, as you like to say.
So I agree with your premise, but the quarterback you've chosen turns 25 years old on January 13th. He'll sit out next year. He'll be 26 years old next January and not probably have played a snap unless he comes back late next year.
But he did say his age is ilk. He meant in that Hendon Hooker,
Yeah. Well, then that quarterback would be like an Anthony Richardson. Booker, right?
He might be late first. Yeah, he might be late first round, maybe. I just don't. I wouldn't touch Booker. I wouldn't let you with that prospect.
Like, it isn't going to cost that much. Or you give him the age is it's a deal breaker. By the time you get to actually think materialize, 20 years old, it's even going to be able to have the mobility.
Right. That's the question.
And I'm sure when you look at his medical things like that, he might fall to like the fifth round.
No,
like
but no matter what, it just doesn't. From the age perspective, the style of quarterback that he is.
Yeah.
You're talking about him. He's going to be 27 years old before it's realistic that he could
be a starter.
Yeah. Okay. I look. Maybe you get lucky and you get a 5-year window, but.
That's the thing about him, and then you start looking at all of the other prospects this year, or and you try and project this year. Now you don't know who some of those. In fact, you probably know a majority of who those prospects are going to be next year and definitely the year after.
Right.
But
you think of next year already. Where do they have to finish to get a chance at, let's say, Michael Penix, like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't think that far down the road because you might, especially now, have a future where you're not going to pick till like 25, 26, hopefully even later than that.
I like where your head's at.
I mean, seriously, you look at what this team and
just go for a playoff win next year.
Kool-Aid, cornbread, whatever word you want to use, whatever word you want to use, they have a really good future.
That's an exercise that I'm trying to get everybody to think about. If you're not picking, let's just say you're not picking until 25, do you believe that you can go out there and reliably draft somebody at 25 to 30 or in the second round and then develop them to be the successor for Jared Goff? You could. I know you could. That's not the question.
Do I want to? Yeah, maybe I would.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on what other hands I have my team.
That's where you're going with.
Yeah, I know.
If the Lions continue on the trajectory of, hey, they won 5 of 6, right? And if they end up, finishing the season at 9-8, then next year, let's just say they improve by 2 wins and they're 11-6, or they win the division going into it next year. But if you're picking at 25 or 26, now all of a sudden, the quarterback that you do have is obviously playing good, maybe even at a high level.
Or instead of drafting, you take a chance on somebody else's, I wouldn't say garbage, but
somebody else's cast off.
Okay, I'm just using him as an example. I'm not saying I love the guy at all. Okay, somebody like Zach Wilson, after like 3 or 4 years in New York, they get rid of him. You have, coaching staff that might be able to make rehab him, a reclamation project.
Yeah.
And there's your
all right, that should get us back on track.
There's 3 years. There, you can go that way too.
All right.
Awesome.
All right. Smart.
I just don't.
I get a free round.
2028 scares the hell out of me. That's how I look at Jared Goff. I like Jared Goff. I don't want him to draft anybody else.
Yeah.
Unless they would be able to get Bryce Young, but they're not going to. I don't think. I'm good with Jared Goff. He's a top 10 quarterback this year.
He is. And the thing is, do you believe he could stay a top 10 quarterback moving forward?
Yes. If everything stays with the offensive line, Jameson Williams, you assume is going to get better, and all your other guys are going to get better. You have a general manager who knows how to draft people.
Right.
So you would think a couple of them might be on offense.
Yeah, some of them certainly will be on offense. So then the question, the next step of that question is not just, all right, do you extend, because I think it's a lot harder to find a franchise quarterback. I think everybody would agree it's harder to find a franchise quarterback than it is a number 2 or 3 receiver.
Yes.
Or an incompetent to above average offensive lineman. If you're going to have to pay all these people, at some point you've got to decide, you know what, well, and I'm just going to use him as an example. Don't lose your minds. If Amon-Ra St. Brown, all right, comes up in 4 years and he's still, he's a 1,100 yard a year receiver. Do you let him go thinking that all of a sudden, hey, Brad Holmes, he's had a reputation of drafting really good receivers. You could find the next guy to replace him instead of paying him.
Right. St. Brown have any other brothers?
No, this is just him and Equinemius, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the Steelers have had the track record of kind of replacing their receivers as they go along. You know, they ended up Burris walk.
Yeah. Antonio Brown's went nuts.
Well, Santonio Holmes.
He's still locked in his house.
And I mean, I thought one of the great comparisons on our show from a caller was that they compared St. Brown to Hines Ward.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, you're extending Hines Ward, aren't you?
Yeah, well, and so I mentioned simply the numbers. The reason Hines Ward was extended wasn't just because of his numbers, it was because of what he meant to that team in the locker room as a leader, and I think St. Brown is that guy.
No doubt about it. All right, 248-539-9797. Speaking of leaders in that locker room, Taylor Decker had something very interesting to say, and I think John would love it. 97 on the team.
Hey, you guys, I've got some great news for anyone who's been feeling a little self-conscious about their hair loss. Michigan's #1 hair restoration specialist, Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration, is here to help. Dr. B has helped thousands of guys get their confidence back with the most advanced hair restoration techniques available. And you know what? He can help you too. You can enjoy a thicker, healthier head of hair that looks and feels completely natural. So here's what you do. Call today and make sure you mention 97.1 because you're going to save $1,000 with 1,500 grafts or more. And you're going to receive 0% financing on your hair restoration procedure. Now, Dr. Berkowitz, he's actually been meeting with a lot of patients who have experienced COVID hair loss. People are losing almost half of their hair after they recover, but he's been able to help them regrow their lost hair and their confidence. So if you or maybe the woman in your life is struggling with this, but you're not quite ready for a hair transplant, Dr. B offers medical therapy to help reverse hair loss from COVID, including natural hair remedies. For more information or to schedule a consultation with the hair transplant expert himself, go to MichiganHairRestoration.com today.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, hectic on the roads. They are slick this morning from the rain and near freezing temperatures. We have a collision on westbound I-94 at Connor, leaving only the right lane open. Expect to hit backups at Morass. Another crash eastbound I-96 at Grand River, also only the right lane open. Another accident in that backup on the right shoulder at Davis and Ave. We have collisions on northbound I-75 at McNichols, another on northbound I-275 after Ford Road, and in Ann Arbor, eastbound I-94 still closed at M14. I'm Julia Deal with traffic.
97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
This holiday season, Diamonds Direct gives you the gift of 0% interest financing for 3 years on any purchase. With high prices and high interest rates everywhere else, Diamonds Direct is here with the incredible shopping experience you need. Our guaranteed best value prices will save you money. And with 0% interest, you can spread your payments over 3 years with no finance charge, period. And for this holiday season, we're showcasing an expanded selection of affordable and timeless holiday gifts. Rings, earrings, pendants, bracelets, colored gemstones, and if you're upgrading your diamond or getting engaged over the holidays, we have one of the largest diamond selections in America. All sizes and shapes, all cut for maximum brilliance, and all offered at our amazing direct importer, no middleman prices. Check out our holiday gift guide now at diamondsdirect.com. Buy now or come into the showroom. Let one of our experts guide you in finding the holiday gift that's at the top of their list. And enjoy 3 years, 0 interest financing on any holiday purchase. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
At Ford, we pride ourselves on building strong, capable vehicles. But we're only as strong as the people who drive them. People like you, who don't just see a Ford F-150 or a Super Duty, but see what they can build with it. Who look at a 450 horsepower Mustang and envision where it can take them. Or see the new Bronco or Bronco Sport and think, what that thing needs is an off-road dirt path. Because Build Ford Proud is more than just a set of words. It's a pact between us, our drivers, and what we can do together and we'll do it. Built Ford proud. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change. Horsepower and torque ratings based on premium fuel for SAE J1349. Always consult the owner's manual before off-road driving. Know your terrain and trail difficulty and use appropriate safety gear. Ford is committed to the preservation of the environment and treading lightly.
97.1 The Ticket and Beaumont's Student Heart Check program provides a healthy heart check for students whose families might not otherwise be able to afford it. Go to 971theticket.com, search Student Heart Check, and help make a difference in our community.
At Target, make the holidays a breeze with same-day pickup and delivery. Order today and get it today by choosing free drive-up, free order pickup, or same-day delivery when you order on Target.com or through the Target app. This season, get festive faster and holiday the easy way with Target same-day pickup and delivery. Choose free drive-up, free order pickup, or same-day delivery on everything you need for the holidays. Only at Target.
At the United States Postal Service, we're here to deliver fast and reliable service to help you get holiday ready. We offer free package pickup and deliver free shipping supplies to your address. So whether you're in Garland, Texas, Rudolph, Wisconsin, or anywhere in between, we're making it easier for you to spread festive cheer this holiday season. USPS, delivering for America. For all your holiday needs, including info about free shipping supplies, free package pickup availability, and restrictions, go to USPS.com/holidays.
Hi, I'm your unused PTO. It's almost the end of the year, and if you don't put me on a timesheet, I will be gone forever. Use me or lose me. Let's get away.
It's getaway time. Get our best deals of the season on a new Hyundai. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now get 0% APR, 0 payments for 90 days, and $500 bonus cash on select vehicles. Hurry to your local Hyundai dealer now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offer ends 1/3/23. Call 1-562-314-4603 for complete offer details.
Hey, it's Boomer Esiason, and we all know the game isn't over till it's over. So next time you need parts for your car, don't call it quits. Go to eBay Motors. They have 122 million parts to take your car into overtime. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
Jared Goff joins Carson Anderson Tuesdays at 10:30 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Our telephone number is 248-539-9797. The Lions getting lots of love nationally, as we discussed yesterday as well. Pardon My Take podcast is a very popular podcast, especially with the younger people. My daughter loves it, believe it or not, and there are, a lot of sports fans all over. Barstool is huge. Sure. So the Pardon My Take podcast had Taylor Decker as its guest yesterday, or Tuesday. I want you to listen to a story that Taylor Decker told about what happened in the year 2020.
I'm going to take you on a little story. So in 2020, at the end of training camp, I had just signed my contract extension. We were playing the Bears week 1, and the Friday before the game, I woke up in the middle of the night, sweating, shivering. My stomach hurt so bad. I was like, I can't tell anybody about this. I just signed a contract extension. Like, I have to play. Like, I got to play. So, I just dealt with it, played in the game on Sunday, and then I told the team Wednesday, I'm like, hey, I don't feel good. Like, something's going on with my stomach or my side or something like that. So they had me go get a CAT scan or something like that, and they're like, oh yeah, you have appendicitis. Like, you've had it for a week. Like, you should have told us this sooner. And then I was like, well, I can't not play. Like, I just signed a contract extension. Like, I can't be the guy that signs a contract and not play. So they put me on antibiotics that, I basically had appendicitis for the first month of the season, and the antibiotics made it go away. It was kind of crazy.
Wait, do you still have your appendix?
Yeah, I didn't get it taken out. I just got it.
You just willed your way out of appendicitis?
I thought I was constipated, and I was like, I can't tell what is going on? Like, my stomach's killing me.
Hey, wait, so, what? You out your appendix? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it possible for you to get it again, or is your appendix fully healed because you got through it?
No, if I get it again, I have to get it taken out. That's basically what I was told.
So you're just you're a ticking time bomb. You got that dog in you.
Yeah, man, just built different,
That's a great story.
I thought that when I heard it, I said, "That's John. You do the same thing."
Yeah, as I think most offensive linemen would, especially when you sign a new contract. Like that's the worst time to have an injury or something that even keeps you out for just. And you can't pick and choose when you're going to get hurt. But the perception is sign the contract and then you're going to take it easy for a little while.
Okay, the first time I can understand it, but when he goes back to the doctor, he said, "You have a I'm going to play with it." If your appendix bursts, you can die.
You could, or you could just get it taken out at that time.
Yeah, right. You could.
So I'm sure they told him, "Hey, here are the things to watch for." We're gonna, of course, they're not going to put him out there if they think it's right.
I understand that. I'm sure it's his choice too, and I'm sure the antibiotics he takes, not the same kind that the general public gets either. I'm sure there's a little heavier dosage or some other.
I think there's probably only one way to treat appendicitis. I don't know that there's multiple.
Well, he talks about the antibiotics that he took. So I believe in your realm.
Penicillin Plus.
Yes, in your realm of work, I think
with steroids.
I think you guys.
Penicillin B12.
I think you guys get access to a little stronger doses than the general public do.
I gotta say that of all the assumptions Stoney's ever made, that one's probably not accurate.
The dosage of antibiotics. Like
maybe not the dosage, but
I think maybe the heavier dose is just due to his sheer mass,
or the type.
But
the
if
type
a
of
dude
drugs.
went into Beaumont and said, "Hey, I'm 320 pounds. I present with the same symptoms," they're probably giving him the same treatment.
But you don't think because of the and I understand it. I'm not criticizing the ability or the want to get guys back on the field. That if you go to the trainer with some kind of illness, and
I don't think that there's a secret medicine that the NFL has.
But only you don't confuse this with cortisone shots and the availability of maybe getting that kind of access to
vitamin T.
Antibiotics.
Right, yeah. The access to vitamin T, maybe something that's going to help you deal with pain a little bit more. I do believe that professional athletes in general, probably get some more of those. But in terms of the antibiotic on steroids, no.
I also think now that the NFL is probably more guarded than ever when it comes to painkiller stuff because of some of the addictions that some players have gotten. They got to be fine line about, here you go, here's all the Vicodin you want. Or
No, it was never that way. I mean, at some point it was that way, but now it's just much more managed. You have to go in the morning, right, and get your pill. They want you take it, and I mean, there are protocols like that in place as well. Not for everybody, but for certain guys. Yeah. Well, they got how long you've been on it, how much you need, what you're dealing with.
At least you have quicker access to such drugs, antibiotics, whatever. You could walk into your training room and there probably a lot of stuff.
Right. It's probably easier to go to the urgent care.
Yes. You don't have to go to get the prescription and hand it to the team physician.
Right. You don't need to CVS and figure out if you're in network or out of network.
Yeah.
Yes, I do agree with that. It doesn't benefit.
One thing that I'm questioning too is that this was done in 2020, and is there anything to the fact that Quinn and Patricia were the leadership team there, and that we're not being seen kindly by those two individuals in particular?
That's very possible.
Or I mean, take it a step further. I know that he had talked about at that time personal situations why he wasn't taking the stick, the vaccine. Could this have played into it by the end of the year? Because this happened right at the start of 2020.
That's true. But that was started to.
So the conversation at the time was, well, why is he not doing it, and why won't he say? Well, I mean, okay, he's come out and said something about what was going on at that time, but again, it's not his responsibility to have to say what's going on, or there is reason.
All right, Rod Wood was here too. I mean,
all right, here's Heather.
So Grant Wall, the American soccer reporter who collapsed and died while he was covering the World Cup last week, died of an aortic aneurysm. Yeah, his wife revealed that an autopsy found that he died from a slowly growing, undetected, ascending aortic aneurysm. So there was actually, at the time, a lot of kind of speculation about
conspiracy theories.
Yeah, there was, about what caused his death, but his wife confirmed his death was not caused by foul play. That has been ruled out. It was this aortic aneurysm. Very, very sad news. His body did arrive back in the U.S. on Monday. So far, a memorial service has not yet been determined to when that's going to happen. An employee was shot and killed Wednesday at an automotive supplier plant in Highland Park. Officials say a fight broke out in the plant, allegedly over the use of a tool that I guess wasn't supposed to be used, but somebody wanted to use it. And then this fight continued into the parking lot. The management, when the fight broke out, kicked them out of the building. Like, you're done, get out of here. So they did. They were told to go home. And after the men left, a 29-year-old drove up to a 40-year-old man who was sitting in his car and shot at him multiple times. The 29-year-old suspect was taken into custody. I'm sure there's more investigation to unfold. Ellen DeGeneres paid tribute to her friend, Stephen Twitch Voss, who took his own life on Tuesday. She wrote, "I am heartbroken. Twitch was pure love and light. He was my family. I loved him with all my heart. I will miss him. Please send your love and support to Allison and his beautiful children, Wesley, Maddox, and Zaya." Very sad news if you haven't heard. He is probably best known for being Ellen's DJ on her show. He was also on So You Think You Can Dance, runner-up there. He actually got his start on Star Search. Just a man who seemed to be filled with joy and brought joy to others. He and his wife on their Instagram always posted these uplifting videos of them dancing. They were both amazing dancers. Police say that his wife actually ran into an LAPD station on Tuesday and was frantic because she said he left the house without his car. Very unlike him to do such a thing. And it was just a short time later that police got a medical emergency call from a hotel that was about a mile away from his house. And that's where they found that he had taken his own life, only 40 years old. It's so sad. Interesting story here. A Florida man story is facing charges after he threw a Christmas tree at his wife.
Take that.
A full Christmas tree, and he did it because she asked him to help with dinner. I've had enough. I won't do it. Apparently, he lost his temper after his wife asked for help, and then she put a spoon in the sink that accidentally splashed some water at him, and that set him over the edge. He actually packed up his things and he went outside to his car like he was leaving. Then he realized, I can't leave. I've been drinking. So he stormed back in the house and said, "You need to leave," to his wife. Apparently his wife did try to leave at that point, but that's when he got a little aggressive. He shoved her. Then he picked up the Christmas tree out of the corner and threw it at her. So
hey, Griswold, where are you going to put that tree?
He's been booked on domestic battery charges, taken to jail.
Yeah, you're a ho talking to you.
A golfer in Tennessee had to be hospitalized with severe brain injuries after a golf dispute turned violent, and he was attacked with a golf club. So according to Memphis, Tennessee, the victim accidentally hit his shot toward the wrong hole, and the victim went to go retrieve the ball, was like, okay, huge mistake, and that's when the suspect got the ball first, threw his ball, and then took a club and hit him on the side of the head. He began to feel disoriented, fell to the ground, had to be taken to the hospital for emergency surgery for bleeding on the brain, had a skull fracture. Yeah, the suspect has been charged with aggravated assault, but the victim's family is like, no, you got to charge him with more. Like, this was this attempted murder. The family's not very happy, and he's still hospitalized. Wild. People are crazy.
Yes, they are.
They don't do it on purpose. People hit bad golf shots all the time. They
Oh my
do it on
gosh,
purpose.
right.
The whole goal is to hit a good shot.
Yes.
Nobody intends to hit the bad ones.
No, not at all.
All right. Thank you very much, Heather. Our telephone number, as always, 248-539-9797. Coming up at 8:02, was this a legitimate hit? 97.1.
All right, guys, don't blow it this holiday season. There's only 10 days until Christmas, so give your special lady the next best thing to wearing nothing at all with soft, silky, naturally nude pajamas available exclusively at Pajamagram. Sensuous and smooth, naturally nude pajamas feel just like her own skin. Even more alluring than lingerie, the texture and the touch of these pajamas is so seductive that you'll both love the feel of them. Leave nothing to the imagination with naturally nude pajamas. Now, best of all, Pajamagram does the wrapping for you with free gift packaging. Order today, and Pajamagram will also include a free matching naturally nude nightie with the purchase of naturally nude pajamas. So that's a free gift packaging and a free naturally nude nightie when you order today. Go and order right now because last year they sold out before Christmas. I'm telling you, it's really the easiest gift you can buy. Go to pajamagram.com right now. That's pajamagram.com to order naturally nude pajamas and tell them Heather sent you. Just a quick will thank you up. The UConn Huskies in men's college hoops are for real. Connecticut is now 10-0-1 against the spread this season, which is the best in all of college basketball, and they've played enough good teams for me to think that this trend is not going away. They've also hit the over in 7 of their last 11, so if you took them against the spread and the over every game this year, you'd have a very happy bankroll. Ride UConn all year because this team is good and they will stay good. I'm Trista Crick, helping you keep the ball.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Come to Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum 2022 tax deduction and a vacation voucher. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 2022.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers invite you to come home for the holidays. Now during this special time, place an order for a select 2023 Ford vehicle, whether you buy or lease, and receive $1,000 retail order bonus cash on top of all public offers. Plus, you can lock in your deal right now, and if at the time of delivery the deal gets better, you get the better deal. Returning AZ plan lessees can order a 2023 Explorer XLT and lease it for $339 a month for 24 months with $4,509 due at signing. Order today and take delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock within 30 days of ordered vehicle's arrival. Lease payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet low mileage lease. Payment includes $1,000 renewal and $1,000 retail order bonus cash. Offer ends January 3rd, 2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Come home for the holidays. We would love to see you at the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's to Prilosec OTC. Without Prilosec, I wouldn't be able to enjoy all this yummy holiday food. Speaking of, whoever made that apple pie, delicious. I just take one pill each morning and zero heartburn all day. So cheers to Prilosec OTC. Ooh, are those jalapeno poppers?
Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid that can cause heartburn, so you can enjoy the holidays. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use it directly for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
The latest on the NBA, the NHL, the NFL, and the MLB on the Boston Balls Podcast with Pat Caputo. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Wings lose their fourth in a row to Minnesota last night, 4-1. A controversial play in the game. We'll get into it at 8:02. By the way, if you watch the game, I turned it on. I said, "Whoa, are they playing the Minnesota North Stars?" They had their retro uniforms, look like the old Minnesota North Stars with the green and the yellow. They look awesome. Pistons win in Charlotte, 141-134. The bench was outstanding again. Alec Burks with 27, Killian a career high 25, and the Jalen Duren 19 rebounds. They're back in action tomorrow night against the Sacramento Kings at the Little Caesars Arena. And the Tigers have signed a pitcher, Michael Lorenzen, 1 year, $8.5 million. Incentives maybe get to 10. Most of his career was a reliever, but he started with the Angels last year. 1.28 whip, 4.24 ERA, decent D. Good hitter. Yeah. When he was with the Reds, he would pinch hit every once in a while. He had 7 home runs as a pitcher. All right, Lions Jets on Sunday. Kind of thought we might get the Nance Romo treatment, but they're doing the Cincinnati Tampa game. We're getting the Iron Eagle Charles Davis experience. We have a conundrum for you. Would you rather?
Is this death not an option?
Sure. Would you rather the Lions lose Sunday or have their one loss be to the Packers on the last game?
Okay. So we've got 4 games left.
We do.
To assure 95% chance of getting into the playoffs, you've got to win out.
Correct.
But what you're saying is you have a crystal ball.
Yes.
And you look back, or you look into this crystal ball, and it says they end up 3-1 in the last 4.
Correct.
But you cannot see what that one is.
A little cloudy.
It's a little cloudy. And the question is, would you rather lose this week to the Jets or go to Lambeau, last game of the year, playoffs on the line, and lose in Lambeau?
At the next line.
I'm taking it all the way to the end.
I'm with you.
I'm going all the way to Lambeau, and I understand the rivalry and the don't want to lose.
If Rodgers plays or if Rodgers doesn't play, we get the Matt Flynn experience.
I want that opportunity, the Matt Flynn experience.
I want the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. I want the ride. I want to know what it feels like going into the last week of the season, knowing that if you win, you're in. I'm willing to take that chance.
Yeah, because if they lose Sunday,
then you've got to hope for so many other things to happen. You can still get in.
Yes.
But you've got to hope for so many other things to happen. Now, here's the flip side. I like to talk about both sides of the coin.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose this weekend, it's an AFC opponent. It's not a division opponent.
Correct.
It's not an NFC opponent. And you start getting into, okay, if you're going to be 9-8, trying to get into one of the tiebreakers is conference record.
Correct.
That's kind of out the window with the tie.
So with the
Washington, because the head-to-heads that they win are against the 2 teams that have a tie. Now they do play this week, and if they tie again, I believe they become 500 again. Like or it equals to a win and a loss. I'm pretty sure. I actually think that the team with the more wins would be in. So help me here, Greg. You're Mr. Math. 8, 7, and 2 versus 9 and 8. I believe a 9 and 8 team would get in. So under your belief, you see what I'm saying?
We got to hope for another tie.
Well, no, to make the tiebreaker work.
Oh, right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I kind of think that the tie ruined the tiebreaker.
Right.
And because the only team you can tie at 9-8 right now is the Seahawks. Unless somehow the Packers got hot and the Seahawks and Giants lost out, then you would want to win that Packers game.
Right.
I don't know. For me, I don't want the. I'd rather lose this week. I don't want to go. I don't have the rug pulled out from under.
Oh, come
I
on.
want the chance to have
That's such a mean move. That's a wuss move.
I also don't want Aaron Rodgers and the Packers to do it to him.
Or even worse. Jordan Love.
Jordan Love,
They're
yeah.
out. That's why I said there's like a match.
The Matchwood experience,
Yeah.
yes.
You know if this happens and they run the table to the Green Bay game, that it's going to be like, the blizzard of all blizzards.
Oh, I know.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, put that offensive line out there. I believe the best one on that field will be on our sideline. And so,
for the offensive line, yes.
best offensive line, yeah.
Yeah.
So if it gets down to crappy weather, hey, make it as bad as possible. Let's go.
Especially if Green Bay isn't playing for anything.
Yeah,
you
we
know.
got guys that'll play with
That doesn't mean they can't win.
No, I know. I'm not saying, but it means some of their offensive linemen might, whatever. They might use other players. I mean, I'm not saying the Lions would definitely win, obviously.
We hear
We've
the
done
Lambeau Leap, the Todd Rundgren song.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of bad things that come along with losing that last game and having it sucked out from under you.
I agree.
Yes, there is, but you're in it, and you got a shot.
But there's also if they lay an egg on Sunday and play, let's say they play bad, they're in New York, all of a sudden the national spotlight, the number one media wing, and they play like, the Lions were frauds, the Lions are,
Yeah.
You deal with that if you want. I don't know. To me, selfishly, give me 3 more weeks of relevant football. Now they'd still be relevant because they could still
get it. They can still backdoor in,
right,
and with some help. But
I mean, there's a real possibility that Seattle could lose 3 games here.
Oh, sure they could.
Starting tonight.
Yeah, no, tonight's not a given.
No.
Rico, resident 49er fan, keeps, we got half our team.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, half their team is pretty damn good.
Yeah, but,
Defense travels. Seattle's offense hasn't been quite as good lately.
Yeah. Brock Purdy, though. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. Oh, have they said he's going to play?
Well, they haven't said, I assume. I mean, I didn't
Well,
check the injury report because I know he had a rib thing.
Yeah, he's going to be a late game time decision. And so I don't.
Who plays if he does?
That's a terrific
Anybody got a good question?
Who is their other backup?
Well, it's no longer Nate Sudfeld.
They haven't
No.
signed Josh Johnson?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
you're
they
right.
did.
Yeah. Oh, my.
You see who signed with Arizona?
Hey,
I don't like it when you call me in the morning.
it's not for driving, so don't worry. Just want to give you the heads up. Brian and Dylan are both not in today.
Okay.
And then Manuel, he's in the Bloomfield office.
All right.
So it's just gonna be you and Andrew out there. Obviously it's raining.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on the remarks. A lot of them are. The marks are still there, so I just need to take pictures of them.
Right.
So that's something I can still do.
Okay.
But once it dries out, you want me to stay on the remarks, or do you want me to switch over to that?
No, yeah. Once it dries out, stay on the remarks. And let's see how much of that we can get done. And I want that whole list done before we move on to the new scatter or the new semi list.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right, see ya.
We'll see ya. Thank goodness. Thought he was gonna make us drive a dump truck. That was scary. But we just stay on the list.
It dries out.
The bond. We're staying on that list. That's what we're doing all day. All day long. Cool biz?
Cool.
Cool beans?
Alright. We're back.
We're back.
In 6.2 miles, take exit 14C onto M39 Southfield Freeway.
you and Andrew?
Yeah, we're the only ones out here. Me and Andrew. Brian Burke called in sick. So we're billing, I guess.
Yeah. Like Brian called in sick.
Yeah. Manny's working in the office.
Sucks for Manny.
Sucks for Manny.
The Burman.
Top-rated sportsbook app. However you want to play, you can bet the NFL on Thursday night with the same game parlay. Just sign up with promo code Jansen. If you don't have an account, if you do have a FanDuel account, just sign in, see what you got, you're all set. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NFL. But the 21 over in Michigan refund issued at non-trouble free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Match free bet $25. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gamble problem 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. 97.1 on ticket.
From the WWJ AM 950 Campus Center, this report brought to you by your Mercedes-Benz Chevrolet dealers. On northbound I-75 at McNichols, a crash blocking the right 2 lanes. Backup start with Davidson. A collision on northbound I-75 at Sir Warren Road. Traffic stops at Ford Road.
Day, second
Getting off the freeway shortly, for sure.
Subway than lose to the Jets. The Meadowlands in December is no big. John in Ann Arbor Hill says, "Hey guys, I'm taking on Sunday. I'll see the Rams. However, I want them to win out and make the playoffs so I can order a custom John Jansen jersey. If I get it, would you sign it?"
The light, use the right two lanes to turn onto
That
Main
was a freebie. I did good BC Sports, and I'll be good. Boys, during the Lions streak, have you noticed the referees have not screwed them yet? It's coming. That's PTSD.
He's got to be at least 50 plus.
Yeah. Record going into Lambeau, 9-7. After 9-7-1, Jansen jinxed.
Hey!
7-1.
Take it. That probably gets him in.
Yeah, we didn't even think about the Lions at that time.
best case scenario, 9-8. Well, either the Giants or Commanders, especially the Giants, I believe, won't have 9 wins. That would get them in.
Yeah.
We play for the
What's the
top.
matter with
Right.
you?
Exactly. Camel goes for it.
You almost got slapped in the back of the head.
A non-loss.
Matter.
At this point, we've seen what it's
How
doing
dare
for
you.
the Commanders and the Giants. A non-loss, and simply having that non-loss and tying the land.
I would say a scenario can play out where if the Giants get in, Brian Daboll in that tie, just a little bit on their side of the field.
Correct.
With about
It's
a minute
like
to go
gold.
in the season. Some people were critical for him, saying that
It
he was
is
playing
like
for the
gold.
tie. And it kind of made sense to do it. I don't know if he did it for this reason. Honestly, I would love to know the answer to that. Like, was he thinking about how this could potentially help him?
Well, at that point, he's probably thinking, all right, a tie is better than a loss. Right. No, it is, and everybody wants to play for the win. I get that. I hate ties as well. I think they're garbage, but it could have been a smart tie. Yeah. That's better than a loss.
The best element ever in the wide nine this year is that the tie hurts the Lions from making the playoffs. I was right.
If we lose this week, I'll give up a smidge. Lose against Green Bay after winning the next 3 at the end of the year. And Rodgers is still playing. I'll find a way to something Rodgers the rest of my life. Be mad at him. Chris on his way to Florida for vacation. Kel in Pennsylvania says, man,
we got on 275.
Yeah. That's right, a threshold. Man, I still have PTSD from the Rodgers Hail Mary. If we lose the last game to his goofy ass and Rodgers would retire, we'll hear about that last Rodgers game for eternity.
Yeah, that's the risk involved.
Yeah.
That's hey, if you're seeking greatness. And right now, greatness for the Detroit Lions, it doesn't mean a Super Bowl this year. It just simply means winning out and getting into the playoffs. And then let whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, because if they do make this wild run and go into the postseason,
if they go in 9 out of 10, they will be the hottest team going into the playoffs.
Yes, they will.
They'll be the team that nobody wants to play. The Detroit Lions, even on the road.
Who they play? They probably play Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
They proved they could beat them.
Be a reckoning.
Beat them here, and they should have beat them there.
Yep, that's exactly because it'll be there.
So let's beat Minnesota. Then they take Philly next, right?
Oh, you're playing in the path?
You get
that's
the 10,
okay. Go for it.
If they're 10-7, they're probably they may be the 6th seed or even the 5.
No, Dallas trying to root for that.
I know. Dallas and Toronto are going to be at under 500 Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, Dallas will be the 5 seed.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
because they
don't want to NFC East team. Right. Tampa's the 4th. I'm still getting used to this new format.
Yeah,
thinking it like at least in real time. The Niners, Minnesota could very well finish ahead of them. Like the Lions could get into the 6th seed at 10-7.
Right. Yes, they could. Yeah, 6. And 6 is as high as they could get this year.
I mean, the Niners are behind the Vikings right now.
Yeah. I don't want to go to San Francisco and have Dan Campbell praying like Monty Clark.
Maybe that's what we need to do.
That would get rid of the curse. A field goal in,
but it's a different stadium, but still, in San Francisco against the 49ers to advance.
It's exercise in all the teams.
Oh my God. All right. 248 last time they won a road playoff game. The last time they won a road playoff game was, I believe, in San Francisco. That's the one I got the video, the picture of the canister of that game in San Francisco at NFL Portion.
And the last time they won a road playoff game, what else did they do that season?
They run it on. Here we go. Unfortunately, they can't play the Cleveland Browns in the Super Bowl. They played them in the NFL Championship.
Maybe I'll play the Ravens. You
never know.
I just compete. I'm just connecting and connecting and connecting.
Swing in the pot.
I know. All right. Coming up next, controversy in the Red Wings game last night. We'll explain next. 97.1 The Ticket.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the Free Odyssey app.